My oldest daughter's father was abusive by way of screaming at me, demeaning me, and isolating me.
I left him when my daughter was 9 months old, and he started stalking me, sometimes parking in the shadows of my garage.
He would threaten to take my daughter and not bring her back. I was constantly tormented by him and afraid for my life as well as my daughter's.
She did not have overnight visitation with him until she was 2.5. I had noticed bruises on her body prior to the overnight visits, and she hated to go with him. But DHS did not take me seriously.
One DHS worker said, if you think you're going to get special attention because you're a doctor, you have another thing coming.
Once she started having overnight visits, she got even more distraught when leaving me to go to him. And she became very withdrawn, saying things like, "I don't want you to die."
It turned out that he was showing her his guns and telling her that if she told me what he was doing to her, he would shoot me.
After months of seeing a therapist, she disclosed that he was sexually and physically abusing her. DHS made founded reports against him, but the county juvenile court officer would not process the reports through juvenile court,
saying that he believed that I was exerting my power as a physician and making this up to be vindictive. I spoke to many people to try to find help.
It was coming to the point where I was going to have to let her go with him unsupervised, and if I didn't send her, I would be in contempt of court. So that is when I decided to leave with her.
At that time, I was then the medical director of a large hospital, and it was beyond heartbreaking to leave my family and friends as well as my career.
I contacted a woman that I had seen on the Oprah Winfrey Show who helped women in domestic violence situations. She connected me with a women's shelter on the west coast of Canada.
I left with my daughter in the middle of the night with 2 suitcases, leaving behind our home, our belongings, our family, and my career.
I married the father of my second child in Canada. He was a family physician. He was also very isolating and demeaning.
He began to have a lot of affairs and told me that if I ever left him, he would turn me in. There was a warrant for my arrest in Iowa for failing to comply with the custody order.
I did finally leave my second abuser, and he did turn me in. He started working with my oldest daughter's father, and they both took me to court in Canada, accusing me of parental alienation syndrome.
The Canadian judge took my youngest child away from me and sent me and my oldest daughter back to Iowa. Every time I would just about get back on my feet financially, one or both of these men would take me back to court.
With the help of my attorney, I came to understand that this pattern of using the legal system to harass and demean protective mothers is an epidemic.
At 16 years of age, kids can legally decide where they wanted to live, and we both came back to Iowa.
It has taken 20 years to get back on my feet, and I am still paying a huge legal debt. Both of my children are doing well, and we are very close.
There is a way out. Join us in breaking the silence around domestic abuse.